Control initialized.
Hello there, comrades in cannon fodder. It's Dvoid here. I've got a 3v3 multiplayer game, and the map we're using is called Showdown. And we've got two teams of three. I'm using Russia, one of my teammates is using France, and another teammate's also using Russia. Now our opponents, one is using Ukraine, another's using Ukraine, and another one of their team, the third member, is using England. So we've got 4 Soviet factions, 2 Allied factions. Usually see very varied build orders and stuff when you've got team games, because you don't have to cover everything like you do in a single player game. I left capturing the oil derricks to my teammates. There's 2 as far as I can tell. So I thought, right, well, someone else is probably going to claim them. I'll let them and save the credits, and I thought I'd build a few grenadiers. Yeah, I think I trained 4 grenadiers, trained 4 of them, they're here, and I've sent some rifles to escort them, and one of my teammates has captured, the French players captured the oil derrick there. And I'm searching for enemy assets. I've got a way to go. Is anyone else doing anything? No, I've got scouts and rifle guards. But it doesn't look like anyone else is up to much. So, if we look, this is my viewpoint. And just started to attack the ore trucks because of the attack move they're on. But I've got these riflemen. I've destroyed a power plant. So that player's in low power. Now I've got the service depot. Now I'm using these riflemen to screen my grenadiers, just give them a bit of time. So we've got rid of one, but yeah, with another teammate's coming to his rescue and he's built a flame tower. So I'm down to 2 grenadiers running for it, and my riflemen are running. But sadly my grenadiers ran into a rifle guard, and that's the end of that. So I did manage to take out a service depot and low power for a moment, that's all. And a bit of, cost them a bit of repair time. And we've got our refineries all set up. Look, we're mining these large ore patches. And one of our teammates has moved forward with a small group. That's a very small group, very few rockets. Weird. You can normally double click to select them all of the same type, but for some reason it's not doing it. There, W is. Yeah, there you go, that's better. Maybe, don't know, some reason why not. And I've got my APC there, and it's actually got some grenadiers in it, so I'm moving on a follow-up attack. And one of my teammates, French player, is moving forward. The guy with the French faction, he's moving forward. And I've sent a few rifles and rockets just to cover him. But my opponent did see my APC, so I thought, well, he's going to be ready, I won't use it just yet. Definitely not in this direction where he'd expect it. Right, we've found forward expansion, and here we are. I've got another gren drop. I'm attacking a power plant. Yeah, I lost a few grenadiers, only 2 have escaped. And we've got an attack here, but my teammates managed to hold off that player. He has got help from his teammates, but I'm moving that back. And my teammate's in danger here. I've placed a barracks, but he's not going to get much help from it. And I thought, well, while players are busy, I'll see if I can do anything with my final grenadiers. There's only a couple in there, but... And look, he spotted it straight away. So I've dropped them off. Given them shift commands, but my EA is already under fire, sadly. They were well protected. Bit of a distraction, but not much of one, sadly. And we've both been pushed back here. There's some units trying to support my teammates. And his forces have been split in two here. Looks like that's me there, expanding from here, and I'm moving up to secure this one. Because we're all mining from the same ore patch here, it's starting to run pretty thin. Let's have a look at some army values. I'm at 12, 14 and 14 for my teammates. We've got an engagement here. I'm trying to move in support of this red player, but he's got problems because this guy's here, look. And he's between all of the red player's assets, he's in the middle. And I'm too late to support him here, look, because he's got this, or he's already got a big problem. These guys are in trouble. The blues are pushing back. So yeah, they've been defeated there. Yeah, last few units, look. And here we go, the Reds, and I'm too late to support him, which is what I was trying to do. And he's building walls to try and slow the enemy down. Now, walls are very effective when they're used right, but he has actually blocked some defences there. Now, he's right to back off because he's probably seen my forces arriving, but it's not a good situation at any point along the front line for my three teams, me and my two allies. Now I thought I've just got a radar dome tech, so I thought I'd attack here, bring up my MCV, place a barracks and get some thieves into position just to try and weaken some of our opponents. But look what, the size of his forces is too much. It's too much, so I was like, right, let's get out of here. And then my teammate's in trouble, and he's getting a base push from two players. And I'm retreating here. Now my MCV's having to fall back. And I'm also too late to support him here, look. I can take up the positions that he's already made and hope that he builds base defences because I let him down a couple of times already. He was just ahead of me with the attacks, but yeah, my forces have been wiped out there. And I thought he's going to be coming straight for this expansion. They're going to want to wipe out all this here. And there they are. And they're attacking to the edge of the ore patch. They're not moving straight away, look, you see. Straight into my structures. They're trying to find the best position first. And this is a lovely formation. Now, my teammate's got some aircraft and he's moving forward with B2s. That's nice. See some nice tech employed. Someone's claiming responsibility for our loss. I don't know why, because it's not anyone's fault any more than mine. No way. And that expansion's been cleared up. I'm moving my ore trucks away, look here, and my MCV. Now this player's trying down here, but look, his V2s have been caught out. And he has actually broken the defenders here. He's done well. It's just they've held back enough units here to keep fighting while these guys arrive. Look, and he's saved ore trucks, look. These V2s going to be some nice shots. Lovely. Yeah, they got caught out. They're under the double barrels of a heavy tank there. They need to escape. He's got some more units to rally them to, which is very nice. Sign of a skilled player. And he's had to sell up here, the red player. He did his best. He was basically fighting alone. I tried to help him, but I did a poor job. We knew these guys were coming. And He's in position, ready to defend it. Very nice. Now I'm trying to move forward and set up an expansions and also help this player. And I'm just like, you know, it's probably going to be too late again. Now we're under attack here. He's got artillery. I bet this is going to be nice, this, yeah. Impressive plays. You can use minimal assets because they're moving near our structures, so we can use base defences, and these 3 artillery pieces from in the hands of a skilled player are going to do nicely. And I've got units here, look, I'm trying to stop the guys at the front line. And I'm setting up an expansion here, one player's asking me to, look. So I'm following these guys at the moment. Sadly, this MCV moves straight into the guns of the enemy. And these guys are attacking our all trucks. Yeah, and we've cleared up the enemy here, and there's only a few left there, but they have cleared up our all trucks very nicely. That's why we need expansions, but here we are now. I'm losing another all truck, and the enemies has bumped straight into my forces so I can destroy these guys. I've lost 1 V2, but that's not the end of the world. My teammates got artillery, so these guys are doomed. Splat. Combination of artillery and V2s, heavy tanks to keep them busy. That group didn't stand a chance. Pink player's still causing problems for our enemies down here, and he's done it single-handedly. Very impressive play from both my teammates, to be fair. I have to say, they're both good. Someone, I can't remember, claimed responsibility for losing, but that's, you know, maybe he just didn't do as well as he could have done, but that couldn't be further from the truth in my opinion. Both my teammates have done very well, and I'm trying to help out, look. And I did produce some tech. I've got V2s, and we're saying, yeah, get out of here to the enemy. So we've cleared that away. I'm trying to protect this expansion. And the red player, look, clearing up this attack. Very nicely done. We've got a nice amount of resources. Oh no, look, there's a nice attack. Ouch. That's hit him, but he's got enough there. He can make a nice stand. I should be producing units to support him and base defences, but I've just run out of... I'm attacking here though, I'm still trying. But I think I'm out of cash. Yeah, I've got very little cash. Neither of us have. We're bad off for cash. And my army value, I've lost it all. Well, no, that was my teammate. Sorry, that's mine. But yeah, I've got very little army value, and both teammates have fallen away, leaving just me to face the onslaught. So I'm falling back here. I'm not giving up straight away. I don't care if it's 3 massive armies against me. A 28 grander, a 23 grander, and a 21 grand army, and I've only got a 5,000 value army. I'm not giving up. It's not over. I'll tell you something. I'm not surrendering. We'll see it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, my base defences are still attacking. Look, I'm killing V2s here, selling up, so I'm getting some cash. About now, I'm going to save my all trucks. Look. Now I'm rallying my tanks, and I've got a V2. See, I'm saving my all trucks, and I thought, right, I'm getting this into a far corner, but look, he's already there. I should have taken a shady route, built some engineers or something. Selling up my structures, look. Lost my barracks, I've got a base defence there, that's it. And he knows where I am, look. So I've got to make a stand here, I've got no choice, and I thought I can't fire my V2 directly at these guys, so I thought I'd fire it just behind them so I didn't damage my own construction yard. Oh, and he shot my V2. Oh, that's really harsh, that is. There's no need for that. And look, everyone's converging on my one structure. And I thought I'll use my paratroopers while I still had the airfield as well. But there you go, it's over, I surrendered. And there you go, there's the 3v3 game. But I'm going to add a second post to this one. So a second replay to this post. So we'll just look at the army graph and that. That's a mess. But look at mine. I got a big amount of losses there. And so's Red, actually. And the Red player did an excellent job of defending our base in the north. The Red player did very well. And the Pink player did a very good job of attacking here. They resisted a couple of players. They did well. I just wish I could have made a better job. I should have tried to support both at once and split my resources just to maybe help them in a support role, rather than trying to move from one to the other, trying to chase after the situation. I should have perhaps split my resources and joined with both my teammates, perhaps. I'll try that if I have another team game anytime soon. But there's the earnings graph, if you can make any sense of that. I'm just looking at mine. Well, look, there's a nice amount of earnings for the purple player. Near the end there. Finishing armies, we've got aircraft. There's even a mammoth tank there. Some artillery, V2s, it's an armada. It's a proper army group, that, and multiple army. Like an army group, you've got like a few divisions and there's like 3 corps to make an army group there. Multinational force. There you go, yeah. Right, combat tab. I killed 111. My teammate Red killed 201. And the teammate in Pink killed 246. And that was the player attacking down here, so they did very well. The opposite team, the winning team, got 245 kills. The one using England. And the one Ukrainian player using Ukraine got 201 kills, and the other one got 186 kills. Value 33,000, 52,000, 56, 73, 56, 89. So I did terribly. It was, like I say, that player claiming responsibility. Yeah, it wasn't the case. It wasn't, yeah. Very modest player, I guess. But we've got an Iron Curtain ticking down with the support powers. My opponent's got plenty. I did use a paradrop once, just before they were about to destroy the airfield and my spy plane, just to get some use out of them. There's production, they're still building away. Economy. Let's have a look at what I earn. 80,000. One teammate earned 83,000. The other teammate earned 103. 130,000 for the enemy, 110,000 and 121,000 for the other opponent. Let's have a look at the basic tab. 26 actions per minute for me, 19 for my teammate in red, 50 for the teammate in pink, 32, 30 and 26 for our opponents. So it's a pretty standard array of orders per minute. And there you go. But like I say, I'm going to add a second post to this replay. A second replay to this post. More like
battle control,
and this second battle is a 1v1, and I've just fought this game. So this is a 1v1 on Bucharest map, and I'm using Russia and my opponent's using Ukraine for this one. And I know this opponent well. I've got plenty of posts against him. This will be replay number 9. Although it's far beyond the 9th game, I would have had dozens and dozens of games against this player. You know, over time, so many. He was playing it when I first started playing, so he's been on it longer than I have, and he's played me on and off pretty much all that time. And we've got an overlapping of infantry forces here. My opponent sent his straight past his oil derrick, just like I've done, and if you don't detonate the barrels, the enemy don't know where you are. But I've got these two guys here, and I'm waiting for the engineer, and it looks like I've chosen a decent place, but I give myself away, I think, there. What's happening? And he missed the engineer just... What's he doing? Did I see him? No, I'm just... That was so close. So close. And I've got the capture. And my enemy is trying to get in between to shoot at my engineer. I think he got a shot on him as well, but no, those guys have had it. And look, I sent the engineer the wrong way, and I knew it and sent him, but it was too late. He's caught him, and that's what this player I used to know him for, was hunting engineers relentlessly until he kills him. That's what I knew this guy for when he first started playing. It was like, you've just got to like escort your engineer to a ridiculous degree, otherwise he's going to get him. And it's a very effective tactic. No one else does that. Doesn't matter how good certain players are, they're never used to do that. So it's nice to see him do that, and it's nice to see him actually catch me out with it, because it's what he used to do, and he stopped doing this. And his feature became base pushing, aggressive base pushing every time. And whether you want to see it as predictable or reliable or consistent or whatever, but I knew he was going to do it, and that allows you to prepare, but it is also a high-risk tactic, but he got to do it, and he got very good at doing it, where it was quite difficult, although people's tactics and stuff change over time. So it's not such a strong feature of his play. From what I've seen in the last few times I've played him, he doesn't base push as aggressively in the same way. But his engineers over there, he's killed mine, and we're holding on to our oil derricks each. And I did send my rifleman to investigate and reveal some of his base. See, he walked through there. That was the guy that missed his engineer, sadly. But look, we've got a rifleman, and he's heading... Oh, no, he's not. I thought the engineer was up here. He's not. But no, nowhere near. But these riflemen are off on a little exploratory journey, a bit of reconnaissance. And I've got my APC here, but there's a grenadier drop. There's only one thing that's going to be at this point in the game, and if it's me, you can guarantee it's grenadiers. And I'm sending rifles in just to do a bit of scouting. Look, there's one. And they're only on move command, because their single job is to reveal as much as possible of the enemy's base. Look. See, he got run over by an ore truck, but he's revealed an extra power plant. Now, this guy, what's he going to show? Nothing new, but he's telling me there's no troops there. Now, let's have a look at our army values, and we've got something going on here. I'll just slow it down, and there's nothing in there. But here's my grenadier drop. That's just a lone APC as far as I know. And here we go, there's the first attack, and he's sold his power plant. And I've got my APC trying to screen the enemy. He's in low power. Now he's in low power, but I think that's just because of damage. He's actually built another power plant straight away. I think I've destroyed the APC, although I will... Mine's escaping there, but I will check. Yeah, he's not in low power anymore. It was only because of that damage, but he did well. He's built 2 power plants there. So it affected his build order, at least, I should say. But, let's have a look. No, he hasn't got an APC anymore, so I guess I destroyed it. Here's my first expansion being set up, and I brought my APC back because it's not damaged. I'm using him to do a bit of scouting, a bit of guarding to make sure that I've not got a base push nearby. Which, look, that's what's going to happen, look, and that's what I'm always ready for with this player. He uses the base push, but for him to come so close with no vehicles is reckless. And I saw a guy get shot there, so I thought, right, something's going on here. So I kept my APC. I'm bringing up any tanks I can here. Yeah, and he's wise to back off. He's bringing his tanks up, which he needs to do. You can't move forward with that without tanks. Yeah, he's attacking. And I thought, I've got to bring everyone here. Here's the MTV on the move. My opponent, look at that. He's ordered that a bit close. In fact, he best watch it. Here we go. We'll see at what point he changes the orders. Yes, good job. And my home base MCV is moving out now. He's built base defence. I mean, he's built a barracks, then a base defence, and that first shot has nearly destroyed my APC, so it's running. He's running away. Now the second shot went into my tank, but I've destroyed that, and I wanted to destroy it before his army was in position. Now I'm fighting under view range of his structures, but I've got no choice. I've got my tanks in position and he hasn't got as many. I brought that back. Oh no, it's nearly destroyed. I've lost it. I thought it was repaired. And I'm fighting under vision of his structures. There you go, that's what I can see. And my opponent can see that, so... yeah, let's see. Now I've got the vehicle. I've got the advantage. You only need one if your opponent's got none. Go on, destroy that. And he's sold the power plant, and his MCV is retreating. And yeah, I'm at 8,000. My opponent's down to 3,200, and he's got a Tesla coil. That's really done a lot of damage to my frontline tank. That's not good. I don't want that, because it'll charge up again and finish it. Look, now I've got no tanks with me, and he has. He's got one. The base defense will chew my troops apart if I don't have a vehicle at the front line. This is the high-risk moment. I'm bringing an MCV with me now. It's essential that I do so. No, I've only got a couple of rockets there, look. I'm building defences of my own now. Go on, blow it away, kill it. Nice, get it finished. And I didn't want to destroy that. So I'm training an engineer, and I was thinking this is a high risk because now I need to be building troops as quickly as possible, but I'm getting engineers training instead. Now I saw that and thought I've got to destroy the flame tower, but I didn't know about this. And my engineer runs in, I've got a forward war factory, and the engineer gets shot straight away. So I'm really disappointed with myself. Now he knows what I'm going to plan to do. And it looks like I'm building an engineer again already. So at this point, I'm actually allowing him to buy time to rebuild. There's the engineer on the wrong side of the map because I wanted units here just in case. And there's another engineer trained. I'm going for the oil derrick, and he's sold the refinery. Now I'm attacking, but I am trying to be a bit cautious because I'm attacking into his structures, and he knows well enough. Look, he's got the perfect position. His troops are screened by the only vehicles he's got, but I'm attacking his power plants. He's got no money, and I thought I can push this and win. I've got the tanks. Look, there's another one arriving. I've got my radar dome now, so that means thieves are going to start running in. He's in low power, just. And Tesla coil. Yeah, it's ripped my tank down to half health. I've got another tank at full health. Thieves are moving in. My opponent's got no cash, but I'm still sending thieves. And I need to remember in future that if my opponent's got no money, go use the thieves for his refinery. The first thief will tell me whether the refinery's got any cash in it. If my opponent's got no cash, I'll only see 500. And if that's the case, the rest of my thieves should be going for ore trucks. Like, he's got 4 grand. Very nice. So I got half his cash there. And now he's sold up quickly, and he's killed a thief. I need to get those guys back. Yeah. Now I think he's got one refinery there. Is that it? He's got that. Yeah, he's got this down here, and he has got a bit of cash as well, but he's called it. That's it. Yeah, he's called it there. And he did have a bit of cash, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. You know, once you're in that situation, he's been overrun. And it was nice that he actually had that barracks and MCV set up there that I didn't know about, because that cost, when he attacked and killed the engineer, he killed a couple of them, I think, and then I actually built one over here by accident, and because he destroyed the engineer and that I was trying to capture, and then sold the refinery to make it a waste of time anyway, so the next engineer I trained was also a waste of time. So that was actually a nice move from him. Just by having the MCV and a barracks here, he actually cost me a lot of time, and it could have turned the battle, because at the point I attacked here and I had no vehicles and he did, that could have turned around quite easily, turned against me, that. But luckily I captured the oil derrick, so there was a point to training the engineer. But I think I've actually got a couple now. Let's see how many I ended up with. Yeah, 2. And I've got a thief left, but I got a nice capture out of the refinery. But look at that army graph. That's a steep decline for both of us, and then my opponent continues to decline. And he does recover a bit because I allow it. I'd like hang around a bit out here at this point, when in actual fact I should have gone on a small eco raid, on a standoff raid. and continued the pressure in that sense, and not risk units. Just go on a little eco raid here where I'll leave some units here to snipe at any ore trucks, and then that way he'll have to come to me when he's at a disadvantage already, rather than what I did where I just let him build up units again, because I had to end up pushing again through his structures where he had those tanks in front of his infantry and all that. You know, I ended up having to do that again, so you want to find ways of avoiding that, and little eco raids where you stand off just to the edge of the ore field when you do your eco raids, and that way the enemy can't see what's there. That's a nice little way to distract the enemy and maintain pressure. That's how you should do eco raids anyway. Your attack force, say you've got this many units, they would be best off here. If the enemy is expanded, say here like I do, then that's where you're best off. But the enemy, a good player, would expand here and defend it, in which case you would be best off placing units here where he can't build, anywhere where they can't see you. So if you were attacking this expansion here, you would place your units there like that. You'd only need a couple of tanks and a couple of, like, a few rocket troops, a couple of tanks and a few rifles. That's all you'd need, and the enemy wouldn't be able to see them if they're there. Or you can use a larger force so that the enemy lose units when they try and deal with them. It's anything, any variation you like. But look at that army graph. That's a very steep decline for both players. Here's the earnings graph, and my opponent's got a steep decline there. That's what hit his money. Yeah, that's harsh. Finishing army, got 6 heavy tanks, and they were under constant combat. A thief, couple of engineers, and about 50 infantry, 49 odd infantry. Right, here's a combat chart. I killed 180, my opponent 134, and I didn't lose any structures. My opponent lost 15. I've got 14,000 army value to finish with. I didn't build any tech at this point. I've got the radar dome for the thieves and that, but I didn't build an airfield, so I don't have support powers. That's what I meant by tech. And I also didn't get to V2s either. Here's production. Standard production underway still. And there's the economy chart. I earned 76,000. My opponent earned 63. Still got a few grand, my opponent. I've got 7 grand. I've got a 14,000 value army and 6 heavy tanks. Yeah, it's probably unlikely he could have come back after that, to be fair. He has got a few grand. It's not impossible. I'm surprised he didn't have make a last stand, to be fair. I am surprised, but never mind. He was probably right to call it, like I say. Well, there's the economy tab. I've got 8 ore trucks. There's one there. So I built a forward refinery for some stupid reason and placed it there rather than here. I don't know why. I was just rapidly, manically building and trying to extend my base defense build range and build reach. Here's the basics. I'm at 29 actions per minute. My opponent's at 41. There you go. There's all the graphs and charts, and there's both games. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you like what you saw, give us a sub and a like. And take good care of yourselves. And until next time, goodbye.
Battle control terminated.